YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a really girly, pretty, pink girl next door kind of look. So anyone new here, please press subscribe and press the bell button for future notifications of new videos, and I hope you enjoy our look. So as you can see right now, I really need to redo my tan, so we've got a bit of an ombre look going on. So I'm going to today put my Liquid Touch foundation and mix it with some concealer, so I've got a slightly fuller coverage to make sure I've got a nice even base. So I've got the 5 drops of the foundation, and in the little dip in the brush I'm going to add some concealer. This gives a fuller coverage. So I've already primed. Just dot this all over and blend. Oh, my hair's getting all involved. So anyone new following me may not have heard. So I always put foundation over my lips. This means that when we use our lip products, it's going to give it a good base to stick to. So it's going to give you a long lasting effect. So we've now got our fuller base done, but we need that summer glow, don't we? You can't beat a summer glow. So I'm going to use our Touch a la Mode luminizer on a beauty blender. You can see all that sparkles. I need to clean my beauty blender, don't I? I'm just going to blend this in all the places that the light would touch. And we're going to get that glow on. So I'm just pushing that product in. Right, so we've got our glow on. Next, I'm going to use, and this is really new to the range, this is called the Unique Duet range, and it's a cream contour stick, 2-ended. So with a cream contour, you want to go from the top of the ear under the fullest part of your cheek, and you want to stop in line with your eye. You want to go round your hairline, and then just over your jawline too. So let's blend that in before I do the other bit. So you always want to blend along the line and then up. You don't want to blend down because you're just going to widen your face. So make sure this is nice and blended. This is using the contour brush with the stubby angled end. And then with the jawline, you want to blend down. This is just going to give us a more sharper jawline. No gels here. And then I forgot to add a little bit. So just lightly go down the sides of your nose and a little bit on the tip. And again, blend out. But don't go past where your nose merges into your face. And blend the end. Right. So that's just given us what our mamas didn't give us. And now with the highlight end, we're going to go up the centre of the nose, splay it out across your forehead, in the dip around your lip, and a little bit on your chin. Just where we've given ourselves that glow. And then I'm going to use the flat end of the same contour brush and blend that in. Right, so we've now got the shape of our face that we wanted. So we've got all our definition. So we're just going to add some bronzer of the beachfront bronzer range on an angled brush, and we're just going to go over that contour just to soften and blend. And then down the neck. Always blend down the neck. Means that everything just transitions nicely. So we need to add a little bit of warmth to the cheeks. And we're going to be using Sweet Mineral Moodstruck blush. So a tiny bit goes a long way on the apples of your cheeks and blend up to the temples using small circular motions. A little bit on the forehead, the chin, and again down the neck. And then obviously we're going to go back with more highlighter. Can't beat highlight. And the more it's layered up, the more it's going to be seen from space. So this is using the shade Benevolent. Just make sure it's neatly blended. Right, moving on to brows. So I'm going to be using the Moodstruck Brow Obsession palette. Let me try not to blind you. And I'm going to be using the Brow Artiste brush. It's a really, really skinny, flat brush to give you that precision. And I'm going to mix a little bit of the wax with some of the dark powder. And I'm going to go round the outside of my natural brow. My mirror's just above, that's why I'm looking above. And then we're gonna fill it in. So use what's left on your brush just to do small strokes towards the nose end. Did that make any sense? Probably not. So we're just brushing them up and filling them in with small hair-like strokes. Doesn't have to be difficult. And they don't have to be twins either. They are sisters. Right, so we've got a nice full brow. Same with this eye. So round the natural shape. Make sure that you bring your brow out to the angle of your lower lash line. You don't want them to be too short. So just fill them in with short strokes. and the wax is also going to help make sure it doesn't smudge, and it's going to make it long stay, as well as keep them all in place, which is brilliant. Right, so next I'm going to move on to eyes, and I need to start with a transition colour, but because I've got bronzer out, I'm just going to use my bronzer for my transition. So I'm going to use the blending brush, which is a big fluffy brush. I've got slightly hooded eyes, so I go above the crease, but we're going to go small circular motions into just above the crease. So if you want, you can use bronzer, you can use an orange, like a warm toned orange shadow, you can use a warm brown, but a transition colour is going to give you that depth and that three-dimensional look, so don't skip that step. Right, I'm now going to get a little bit of Exhilarated, which is this highlighter shade, just on my finger, and I'm just going to go under the brow bone. Just to highlight the brow area. I probably need my brows done, so it's just going to help make them look like cleaner and fresher. So next I'm going to start on the outer corner of the eye with the crease brush, and I'm going to use Nimble, which is this really like warm, like light brown colour. It's like a mousy browny shade. I'm going to use small circular motions just on this outer corner, into the crease, and about 2/3 of the way into your inner eye. So I've got the day to myself today. My mum's taken my kids out to the zoo, and I didn't know what to do with myself, so I thought, well, why not create another YouTube video? Right. So just blending those colours in, and we're going to bring a little bit of that shade under the lower lash line too. Small sweeping motions. And where we use the concealer mixed in the foundation, I also haven't had to redo my concealer under my eyes either. It was enough to get rid of any dark circles. So it's also a great tip if you're on the move and you need to get it done quickly. So that's our dark shade sorted. Next I'm going to use some of the Moodstruck eye primer, and I'm going to use my concealer brush for this, so a tiny bit on the back of my hand. You can see this is slightly pigmented, so it's going to get rid of any dark circles you have on your lid, and it's also going to make the depth of colour stronger. Gives a great base for the eyeshadows to adhere to as well, so it's longer stay, no creasing. There's so many advantages to using an eye primer. Right, then we're going to move on to a Hesitant, which is this pink shade here, and I'm going to use a flat brush, and it's going to be slightly dampened with a setting spray. This also helps intensify any colour that you use. So just tap any excess off. Then we'll pick up some Hesitant. And for also to get stronger colour, you want to push it in more so than sweep it across. hope you're enjoying the content. You'll have to let me know what you'd like to see, maybe what you'd like to see in more detail, the kind of looks you enjoy. Give me some feedback. You can't beat a bit of feedback. So we're just bringing that hesitant under the eye. I'm using the same brush. Make life as simple as possible for ourselves. Okay, so next I'm going to still continue on with the flat brush, but I'm going to move on to Gentle, which is one of our newer customizable shadows. It's more of a rose gold look. So the brush is still damp and we're going to push. You can see the shimmer in this one. So I'm going to go about halfway so that you can see we've got the shimmer, then we're going to go into the pink and then into that brownie shade. And then back with my finger, I'm going to pick up that highlighter shade again and just push it in my inner corner of my eye. So now we want to make sure that all those colours are blended in together. So we've got the warm orangey shade, the brown shade, the pink, and then the sparkly shade. This is going back in with the fluffy brush. Just going to pack a bit more of that shimmery shade back on. Couldn't get it open. You saw my stingy face. Just going to intensify that a little bit. And then go back in the crease as well. So to finish the eye look, I want to use a dark pencil and I'm going to go across the lash line and the waterline. So only the waterline on the inner part of the eye, but also a little bit of the lash line in this outer corner. This is just going to open up the eye. Right. And then, where's my mascara gone? Oh, I got myself in quite a mess in here. Aha! It's because it's still in the box. Right, Epic Mascara. So to get the most out of your mascara wand, you want to get two where the lashes join the lid. You want to give them a little wiggle so that you get the product in the right place, and then you want to draw it up to the tip. Give the wand a little curl as you go. This is going to curl your lashes for you. So again, this cuts out another step. I think I'm running out of this one. This is a must-have on everyone's list. Is Epic Mascara. I actually have 3 in my makeup drawer, just in times of need in case I'm running low. So you can see how they've got that curl to it just by giving that brush a little roll you're making sure you maximise the effects of the mascara. And we'll give a little wiggle on the lower lashes too. So I'm actually going to get one of my other mascaras out, because that one's running out. This is still an Epic mascara, but like I said, I've got 3. So just give them a little wiggle on the lash line to make sure that the product is dispersed, and then work up the lashes. Does anyone else's hair just get in the way all the time? It's because I washed it this morning. It gets a mind of its own. Right, and then a little bit. I got some on my nose then, typical. Just rub that in. Okay, so final stages is lips. So I'm going to use a plush lip liner. Go round the outside of the lip. And then carry a bit of that colour onto the lips. This means everything merges nicely together and it's not going to create any harsh lines. And then I'm going to move on to Splash Liquid Lipstick in the colour Sumptuous. These are like a long stay mousse. They're so creamy and lightweight. You get a little bit of transfer, but nothing major. But you can see they're highly pigmented. So it's got a precision tip. So when you're going around the edges, I use the tip. And then I use the side of the wand to fill in the colour. And that is our look for today. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you've got any value or any tips from this, then please press subscribe, and I will come back soon and give you some more videos. So enjoy the rest of your day.